business of this city. All of our prayer for our mayor, for the president, for the members of the city council, and for all in authority. Grant them a sense of justice, strength, and wisdom as they perform their duties on behalf of thy people. We commend this nation, our city, our armed forces, our law enforcement, and our fine rescue to thy merciful care and understanding. Remember those of fundamental affliction, comfort those who mourn. We ask a special prayer for our councilman Fred Small. Hear our prayer in thy name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Reverend Litchfield. This time, Madam Clerk, call the roll, please.
Ms. Nicholas?
Here.
Mr. Laz?
Here.
Ms. Crary?
Here.
President Ricks?
Here.
Mayor Mao?
At this time, I'll call for the approval of the minutes of the 5th meeting of Mayor and City Council, that being on January the 25th, and the 6th meeting of February the 8th. May I have a motion?
Move to approve.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Ms. Crary?
Yes.
Mr. Laz?
Yes.
Ms. Nicholas?
Yes.
President Ricks?
Yes. At this time, we'll have the mayoral appointment of Mr. William F. Goddard.
We'll do the council reports.
You want to do that first?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll do mine and go right into it.
All right, fine. Call for the council report at this time. Ms. Nicholas?
Thank you. On February the 10th, I attended the Lovely Ladies of Laurel National Mentoring Night that was held at Laurel High School. It was well-attended and a very nice event. Also, on February the 13th, I attended the Venus Theater's Sweet 16 celebration. Good music, good company. I'd also like to send Fred Smalls warm wishes and a speedy recovery. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Les?
Thank you, Mr. President. On February 10th, I attended the Tucson River Commission meeting in Annapolis. It was another spirited discussion on many topics. As I've said before, we have 30-plus commissioners made up of citizens, environmentalists, builders, watermen, legislators. So there's a lot of spirited discussion. Along with my colleagues, I send my best wishes to Fred Smalls and Kay Harrison for full recovery. Need them back at City Hall, but only when they're feeling well again. That concludes my report, Mr. President.
Thank you. Ms. Curry?
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd just like to echo my colleagues and wish Mr. Smalls and also Kay Harrison speedy recoveries. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd also like to echo our good wishes for a speedy recovery of Mr. Smalls, our colleague, and to Kay Harrison and to Barry Sachs from the Law Volunteer Fire Department. This time, I'll call for the mayor's report.
Thank you, Mr. President. As you've just heard, speedy recovery to Fred Smalls, Kay Harrison, the City Administrator's Office, as well as Jeannie McDivitt, told's a little bit under the weather. Rob? Jeannie? Okay. Barry Sachs, as you heard, speedy recovery to all of those individuals. Did have the opportunity, along with council, to have our quarterly breakfast with the principals, hosted by CMIT Elementary School, which is one of our charter schools in the area, and I want to thank them for that as well. Also tonight, which is why we're early, the 21st delegation will be having their Laurel or their 21st district night in Annapolis. The annual open house here at City Hall will be on March the 6th from 1 p.m. until 4 p.m. We encourage everyone to attend and participate. And it's usually a very good turnout and a great time for all. So I did have a Miss Smith, and I think it's Miss Brockledge. I just want to acknowledge and thank them. They tell me they watch. I'm sorry hope I didn't hack the one name up. But they talked to me a little bit about city government. They were concerned and wanted to make sure that Laurel had its due place. It was a great place to live and work, and and bring a business as well as other things, and really wanted to see the city market itself. I told him we do a lot of different things. We try to market ourselves as best as possible, but we were looking at city government overall and see how we can do things better, and told them if they had any suggestions, please call my office. But again, I want to acknowledge that and thank them for taking the time to talk to me about that. Mr. President, tonight I do have a mayoral appointment. I'd like to nominate Mr. William Goddard III. Bill is, as I said before, has a lot of experience in state, county, and local government. I think worked with Bill in the past. He very well adapt to emergency services, and in fact, he's been on board as the emergency services coordinator. Billy has really demonstrated the ability to handle complicated issues such as the hospital that we've been dealing with. Bill's been the point person for that, and most recently our blizzard that we had on 2016. He dealt with that. I have all the confidence in the world. I think him and Marty will make a great team and do the work as the deputy city administrator, and ask for your confirmation of William F. Goddard III as the deputy city administrator.
Thank you, Mayor Mo. As you've heard from the mayor, he's nominated William F. Goddard III for the position of Deputy City Administrator. May I have a motion of confirmation?
Mr. President,
Yes, ma'am.
I recommend the approval of Bill Goddard for the position of Deputy City Administrator.
Second.
Do I have a second? Mike did? Okay. Madam Clerk?
Ms. Crary,
Yes.
Mr. Les,
Yes.
Ms. Nicholas,
Yes.
President Ricks.
Yes.
Thank you all very much. That concludes my report.
Thank you very much. Mr. Goddard, would you like to make a comment? Congratulations.
Wait till the green light comes on.
There we go. Mr. Mayor, Mr. President, members of the council, certainly humbled and honored by this appointment. The last several months have been an interesting time in the city of Laurel as we work very closely with each of you on the very important issue with the Laurel Hospital. But more importantly, I look forward to working for the citizens of Laurel as well. I'll work hard. I'll commit myself to each and every one of you as well as the citizens to make sure that Laurel's a great place to live each and every day. So thank you very much, and I appreciate your confidence. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, and again, congratulations.
Thank you.
We'll move on to the general public hearing, and I'll open that at 5:08. Is there anyone wishing to speak? Seeing no one, I will close it at 5:08 1/4. Well, I'll move on to item number 9, and I'll read this into the record. This is the second public hearing with possible action on ordinance number 1865, an ordinance concerning the City of Laurel's general obligation term notes, Series 2016 A and B, ordinance of the Mayor and City Council of Laurel, in brackets, the city, authorizing and providing for the issuance of, number 1, the city's general obligation term note in principal amount not to exceed $1,667,416 to refinance the city's general obligation term notes, Series 2010 A and Series 2010 B, and 2, its general obligation term note in principal amount not to exceed $1,402,584 to finance and costs of certain street improvements on Ashford Boulevard, Cherry Lane, and the acquisition of a refuge packer, providing that such notes shall be issued upon the full faith and credit of the city, providing for the levy of annual taxes upon all accessible property within the city to pay the debt service on such notes, and providing for the forms, interest rate, maturity date, and other provisions of such notes for related purposes. Mr. Drury, would you go, Michelle, you gonna go first?
I just wanted to, again, state that this is part of the plan, the funding plan for the current FY 2016 CIP to fund these projects and to renew the existing debt And the debt service is already included in the general operating budget, and there's no net increase by adding the $1.4 million.
Thank you very much. Mr. Drury, you want to come forward, please, sir?
Bob Dory, Miles and Stockbridge Bond Council. Just to confirm what Ms. Saylor said, that's what it does. The notes are being sold to PNC Bank, your regular bank. 5-year term with a 10-year amortization and an interest rate of 2.25%.
Okay. Any questions from council? No? Thank you, sir. Appreciate you coming. May I have a motion? Oh, I'm sorry, the public hearing. Thank you, Mayor. I'll open the public hearing at 5:11, and does anyone wish to speak on the topic? Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing at 5:11 May I have a motion, please?
Move for approval, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Les. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Query. Madam Clerk?
Mr. Laz,
Yes.
Ms. Crary,
Yes.
Ms. Nicholas,
Yes.
President Ricks.
Yes.
Mayor Mel.
Is there anything else to come before the council?
Mike Green might have something. He's sitting out there like he wants to say something. Oh, okay, very good.
We stand adjourned.
Mike's like,